You might be making one of these 5 mistakes when sharpening your knives by hand. 1. You're not rocking the tip. 2. You're not pulling the blade in tight enough. 3. You're getting rid of the slurry. 4. You're struggling to keep the sharpening angle. And 5. You aren't completely getting rid of the burr. So if you're struggling to learn whetstone sharpening, you're probably making one or more of these mistakes. And this video will help you fix those mistakes and get you a razor sharp edge every time. Mistake number 1, not rocking the tip. Now most people have problems when it comes to sharpening the tip of their knives. Now the technique that works best is actually to slightly lift the hand that's holding your knife so that the tip only contacts the stone, and then you make a small rocking motion with the tip. What that does is actually allow the entire tip to come into contact with the whetstone, so you get a nice even edge all the way up to the very tip of the knife. Mistake number 2, not pulling the blade in tight enough. Now if you're having trouble maintaining a consistent angle all the way along your blade, not pulling your blade in tight enough may be part of your problem. Now what I mean by this is when you're sharpening your knife, you want your blade to be as close to parallel with the stone as you possibly can. The reason for this is because you want to have as much of your blade contacting the stone at any given time. This is going to give you the most even sharpening angle across your entire blade and give you that nice even edge that you're looking for. Mistake number 3, getting rid of the slurry. As you sharpen your blade, small bits of metal from the blade as well as small pieces from your sharpening stones will get trapped in the water that is on top of your stone and form what's called a slurry. Because the slurry is full of abrasive, keeping it on your stone actually ensures that you get a more even edge along your entire blade. So don't get rid of that slurry, it's incredibly important. Mistake number 4, struggling to keep the sharpening angle. One of the best ways to find and maintain your sharpening angle is to place your pointer finger along the length of the spine of your blade. Next, you're going to put your edge down on your stone and then lower the blade angle until your pointer finger touches the stone. That angle between your edge and your pointer finger is roughly 10 to 15 degrees, which is the perfect sharpening angle for a chef's knife. Now, whenever you find yourself losing the sharpening angle, just stop, reset your edge and your finger against the stone to find your angle, and then start sharpening again. Mistake number 5, not completely getting rid of the burr. If you've sharpened your knife properly, at the end of the process you will have a burr along the edge. Not properly getting rid of the burr will mean you will have a dull knife even though you've sharpened your knife correctly. Removing the burr is a 2-step process. The first step is to weaken the burr. You can do that against your highest grit sharpening stone, or you can do it by passing your knife side to side against the rough side of a sponge. Once the burr has been weakened, you can move to step 2, which is actually removing the burr. And for that, all you have to do is run your edge through either soft wood or along the same rough side of the sponge that you were using in step 1. Once you've completely removed the burr along the entire edge, you'll have a razor sharp knife ready for use. So once you fix these 5 sharpening mistakes, you should have a knife with a razor sharp edge every time. Now the way I like to test this is with a piece of newsprint, and if you're sharpening a chef's knife, you should be able to slice all the way through the newsprint without snagging anywhere on the blade. Thanks so much for watching. Check out this next video for my complete beginner's guide to whetstone sharpening.